Silverstone. Yeah, I'm your host, and right now, right here at Silverstone, sprint qualifying is about to get underway for the 2026 British Grand Prix. SQ1, SQ2, and SQ3. Three knockout segments, one flying lap when it matters, and at the end of it, the sprint grid is set for tomorrow's 100-kilometer sprint race. Just break down let's break down exactly what we are watching for tonight. And yeah, let me see the yeah, I have watched the uh, pre-practice session here as well. So yeah, in the pre-practice session, Lewis Hamilton topped the times with 1 minute 29 seconds and 260, uh, and followed by Kimi Antonelli, followed by Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Piastri, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Isaac Hedjar, Nico Hulkenberg, and Liam Lawson. Yeah, these are the top 10 drivers in the pre-practice session here. Actually, and here we go. For anyone joining up for the first time on a sprint weekend, here is exactly how this. Yeah, here is exactly how this works. Sprint qualifying is split into three segments. SQ1 runs for 16 minutes. The five slowest cars are eliminated, and and start the sprint race from the back. Just give me a minute, guys. And yeah, so and then SQ2 runs for 15 minutes. Six more cars are eliminated, and then SQ3, the one that matters most, run just for 12 minutes. 10 drivers, 12 minutes, one flying lap when it counts, and that is your sprint pole position. And yeah, here we go. No, I think sprint qualifying is 12 minutes or 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that could be, but the cars are coming out of the sprint and the green lights are eliminated, and slowly, yeah, most of the cars are out, as I can see here. Perez, Bottas, Leclerc, Hamilton, Bortoleto, Russell, Antonelli, BM, and Ocon are on track. They are they are on track. They are yet to set up yet to do their fastest laps. Yeah, I think Perez and Bottas, they started their lap. Wind intensity. Yeah, let's see. The track temperature is 41 degrees centigrade, and air is 25.5 degrees centigrade, and wind is 16.2 kilometer per hour here in the southwest direction, and the pressure is 1009. And yeah, no signs of rain here in for this sprint qualifying. And so in the free practice session, I see Hamilton top the table with 1 minute 29 seconds and 260, and that's a good sign for the Lewis Hamilton after the race from the Austria. But this is also going to be a hot race, and followed by Kimi Antonelli, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Piastri, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Hadjar, Hulkenberg, and Lawson. These are the 10 drivers are the who did the best laps in this pre-practice session. But yeah, this is the most crucial setup for the sprint race that will be yeah, sprint race that's going to happen tomorrow. And yeah, so the sprint qualifying session 1 has begun, and we are here. And Perez, he just finished his first lap. It's 1 minute 31 seconds, so it is going to be a bigger track compared to Austria, just 10 tons, but whereas here it's 18 tons in this British Grand Prix here in Silverstone. And what a beautiful scenes over here, the cars driving. And Ocon, he moved on to the top at the moment. And yeah, Leclerc, Hamilton, Antonelli, Russell, Bortoletto, and Hulkenberg, they started the lap as well. They are yet to set their fastest laps. They are yet to record their lap times. And yeah, looking at the moment, Antonelli, he is doing good, whereas Russell, he is 3 tenths of a second down to the Antonelli, and Antonelli moves to top. And yeah, where is George Russell? He is about to finish his lap as well. And yeah, so George Russell, he is about to finish his lap. And yeah, he moved to second with 3 tenths of a second away from the Kimi Antonelli. George Russell, he's and yeah, Charles Leclerc, he is about to finish his lap as well. So let's see. Yes, he moves on to the top. That with the Ferrari. He records the fastest time, 1 minute 29 seconds and 793, followed by Kimi Antonelli, 1 tenth of a second, followed by George Russell. And Hamilton, he tops as well. He is the fastest here in the sprint qualifying with 1 minute 29 seconds. And Max Verstappen, is he looking good here? Max Verstappen, yeah, he is no. Yeah, he is quicker than Hamilton in the first sector, guys. He is looking faster, and Piastri, he looks faster as well here. And how does that second and Max Verstappen's times? Yeah, second sector is 36.39 and 36.2 for the Hamilton. And let's see how this goes for Max Verstappen here. Max Verstappen is about to finish his lap, and he goes on to fourth position, guys. He was slower in the and Hajar, he goes on to the top. He goes on to the top. What changes have been made to the Hajar car? He is quicker. He is on top so far, and he did the fastest sector, 488 and 36.3. And yeah, here they go. Oh, 1 second over there, and 2 cents. Oh, Hajar is quicker, guys. Hajar is quicker in the 300, but that's not big difference between Verstappen and Hajar. It's just 5 tenths of a second. Yeah, that looks like a big gap. Yeah, Max Verstappen, he needs to come up. Currently, Max Verstappen is sixth position, guys. And Hajar, he is on top with 1 minute 29 seconds and 470 milliseconds. What a lap by Hajar. We didn't follow him, but he followed Max Verstappen. But yeah, Hajar, he tops, and followed by Hamilton, Piastri, Leclerc, Antonelli, Verstappen, Lawson, Norris, and the bottom six drivers are Ocon, Perez, Bottas, Albon, Alonso, Stroll. Albon, he is struggling. That's it, my friend. You can go it right. So Max Verstappen. So all the drivers starting on the medium here. yeah, Charles Leclerc, he moved on to the top. He did the fastest lap. He has the best lap so far. And Charles Leclerc with 1 minute 29 seconds and one tenth of a second quicker than and Lewis, followed by Lewis Hamilton. He did the fastest lap, and Max Verstappen, where is he on the no? He is about. He just started the lap, but is it the fastest lap here? Yeah, we'll have to see. And George Russell, he is on the ninth position so far in this sprint qualifying session one, and we have just 3 minutes remaining in this qualifying session one, guys. Sprint qualifying session one, and yeah, just 3 minutes remaining. And currently Hamilton, he leads the table, and followed by Leclerc, Hajar. So yeah, so far Hamilton, he is leading the times, and yeah, followed by Leclerc, Hajar, he looks quick today throughout the. But in the free practice session, where is Hajar? Let's see. Hajar is at the eighth, but he was able to do quickest lap here. But yeah, will the final sprint qualifying session will be the crucial here, guys. So that will be very crucial. That is the decider for the sprint grid tomorrow. That's going to be happen sprint race. And so qualifying session 3 decides. And George Russell, he just moves away, and he currently is ninth, and we are watching the George Russell's lap. And is he quicker? I'm not sure. He is yeah, his second sector will be the decider here. Is he harvesting, or yeah, he is 2 tenths of a second slower than Hamilton, guys. George Russell, he is not at the fast. And Lawson, he did the fastest lap and pushed the Max Verstappen to seventh position and moves to sixth position. Lawson, and George Russell, will he be gaining his position here? Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. His home race here in the Silverstone Britain Grand Prix, and personal best sector, but he just moves to fifth position. George Russell, and he is ahead of Kimi Antonelli, his teammate here. And both the Ferraris, they are looking strong, guys. Both the Ferraris are looking strong here in this Britain Grand Prix sprint qualifying session 1, and we have just 14 seconds end of the qualifying session 1. Just hang on, guys, and we will be doing all the live sessions of the F1. And yeah, so yeah, the times are up, but yeah, will Botleto get a lap here? Yeah, and the bottom six drivers are Ocon, Bierman, Perez, Bottas, and Alonso and Stroll, and the Haas and Cadillac and the Aston Martin, three cars. Bierman, wow, Bierman, he was able to move to 15th position and escape from this elimination zone, guys. And Albon, he is in the elimination zone. Is he have a is Yeah, both Williams are on the fast lap, guys. Both Williams are on the fast laps. Will those two Williams gain some time here? And we have to wait and see. And Behrman has completed his lap. He has, yeah, let's see, Carlos Sainz. And yeah, Carlos Sainz moves ahead. He moves to 15th position, guys. Carlos Sainz, he moves to 15th. And Albon, he is coming to the end of his lap. Will he gain some time and escape this elimination? And yeah, he moves to 14th. And Bierman, he is in the drop zone and the elimination zone. He eliminates in this sprint qualifying session 1. Yeah, so the bottom six drivers are in the elimination zone. Yeah, are the eliminated Bierman, Ocon, Perez, Bottas, Alonso, and Stroll guys are the six drivers eliminated from the sprint qualifying session here in Britain Grand Prix. Yeah, and the final lap, Albon and Sainz, they were able to gain some time and they were able to move ahead in the table and escape from the elimination zone, guys. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for joining the live, and yeah, I hope you will understand much more here in the. And Oliver Bierman, he is furious with the on the team's radio. Yeah, he I saw his interview as well. He was positive here before the free practice session and yesterday, but he is eliminated from the sprint qualifying session one. And yeah, we will be having sprint qualifying session two starting in some time. And yeah, so thank you all for joining, hanging on here, and let me tell you more about here's Silverstone Grand Prix, Britain Grand Prix, and Silverstone track. Yeah, we are going to the SQ2 in few moments of the time, guys. Yeah, sprint qualifying comes to a close. Sprint qualifying session one comes to a close for the Aston Martin, Beerman, and Haas, and the Cadillac guys. So Hadjar dunking on Max in sprint qualifying in Q1. Ferrari looks good. Yeah, that's true. And Albon gets in SQ2. Well, that should be a positive for him. British Grand Prix sprint qualifying from Wimbledon to Silverstone sprint qualifying. Yeah, that's true. Today, yeah, Wimbledon B is also being happening here in the London and here in Britain, and yeah, Silverstone sprint qualifying and the F1 weekend is here, and yeah, this is going to be a fun, guys. This is going to be a fun race weekend. And sprint qualifying always got me like it's too early for me to handling all this stress. Do you think the same? Is it the stress? Yeah, I'm not sure. And yeah, let me give you a detail about the circuit. Silverstone is a permanent circuit located in Northamptonshire, England. It began life in 1948 as a repurposed Royal Air Force airfield and hosted the very first Formula One World Championship race in 1950. The modern layout, the modern layout measures 5.891 kilometers and features 18 corners. Sunday's race is run over 52 laps, producing a full race distance of 306 kilometers. The lap splits into three distinct characters. The opening sector is stop start, dominated by the tight village loop entry sequence. The middle of the lap from Copsey through to Stowe is where Silverstone sends its reputation as one of the most demanding high-speed tests in the motorsport. Sector 1, the opening from the start, the drivers complete two corners before hitting the brakes for the first time at the village turn 3. Yeah, and we are about to start the sprint qualifying session 2 here, guys. So 10 minutes of the sprint qualifying session 2. 10 minutes of the sprint qualifying session 2 is very quick and will be very intense, and I see fans in the grandstands, they are cheering for their supporting cars. And yeah, so far in the sprint qualifying session 1, Hamilton tops the times and followed by Leclerc and Hazard in the Red Bull. He was able to find the pace and he was able to move to third position. And I see cars are coming out and the times has started, and sprint qualifying session 2 times has begun here. And yeah, so slowly Hulkenberg, Sainz, yeah, 16 drivers, and Verstappen, he comes out onto the grid as well. And yeah, so this will be, yeah, all the drivers, this is the sector 1 times won't be recorded here, guys. So yeah, as you can see, the times from the sector 2 and sector 3 will be recorded, and then the race and the lap times will be recorded here. And yeah, Charles Leclerc, he is coming out of the garage, and Hazard, Piastri. So yeah, I see the drivers, most of the drivers coming, and both the McLarens, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, they are out, and both the Ferraris, Leclerc and Hamilton, are out on track, and Verstappen, he is out quick in this sprint qualifying session too, guys. And we just have 8 minutes, and the drivers needs to record their best laps over here. And I believe Verstappen is out on the lap because I see a plan here from the Verstappen and the Red Bull. I saw the same thing in the Austria Grand Prix qualifying session as well. In the session 2, he was out quick on the track and went on to the garage and stayed there for quite a bit, as we had a challenge from the Gasly on that day in Austria, that whether he will be qualified to qualifying session 3 or not. Yeah, I see the same plan here for the Verstappen, doing the same thing here in the British Grand Prix as well, similar to the Austrian Grand Prix. And yeah, looks like, yeah, Hajar is out as well. And yeah, Max Verstappen started his lap, guys. Max Verstappen started his lap, and Lando Norris as well. And yeah, so I see the same plan by the Verstappen and the Red Bull, similar to the Austin what they did in the qualifying session 2 there, and now here as well. And Verstappen, he was out quick on the track at the start of the sprint qualifying session 2, and he will be quickly leaving the sprint qualifying session 2, and he will be going to the garage, and he will be making the changes over there for to make his car ready for the sprint qualifying session 3. That's the decider, that's the most decider of the race, guys. So just hang on here, hang on to the live. And Max Verstappen, he just finished his first and second sectors, and his third sector times are looking purple and they are looking good. And but is his first sector times good? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, they are good, and I guess he is looking strong here. Max Verstappen, will he finish it on top as he moves on to the top? But yeah, 1 minute 29 seconds and 2:42. That's a good lap time for Max Verstappen. He was with 1 minute 29 seconds and 7:32 or something. It was 5/10 of a second quicker. And I see Hajar, he is on to the second, guys. He moves to second and comes Lando Norris. Yeah, so Max Verstappen, he finished his lap. I guess he will be moving on to the pit lane, I believe here. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, that's what I am thinking. That's what he did in the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's see. And 5 minutes remaining. And Piastri, he moved on to the top. He did the fastest lap time here. And Charles Leclerc, yeah, both the Ferraris are looking strong here in their free practice session and the sprint qualifying session 1 and the sprint qualifying session 2 as well. And yeah, Antonelli he moves to top, and Antonelli he moves to top. Charles Leclerc third. And yeah, 1 minute 28 seconds, guys. And Max Verstappen he is 5 tenths of a second down to Hamilton. So will he improve that? Will he be contesting for the pole position here in the sprint qualifying session 3? In the sprint qualifying, yeah, we'll have to see. And yeah, do let me know in the chat what do you think about this. Will Red Bull be able to move ahead? And yeah, so here we go. And Max Verstappen, yeah, as I said, he is in pit, guys. He will be coming strong. I'm sure he will be coming strong in the sprint qualifying session 3. That's the plan for the Max Verstappen, yeah, and Hamilton and George Russell. He is currently in the 8th position with the 1 minute 29 seconds and 474. Hmm. Yeah, we have 4 minutes remaining, and the bottom six drivers so far are Sainz, Albon, Lawson, Gasly, Lindblad, and Colapinto. These are the six drivers are in the elimination zone, and we just have 3.5 minutes remaining in this sprint qualifying session too. So yeah, this is going to be a decider, and will these six drivers gain some time or find some pace and goes ahead? And this both Botleto and Hulkenberg, guys, this Audi is looking good in this weekend. Yeah, Botleto and Hulkenberg are in 9th and 10th positions. So they are currently in 9th and 10th in pit. They are looking to come out on track. We just have 3 minutes remaining in this. Just 3 minutes remaining in this sprint qualifying session too. So the drivers needs to set their fastest times. And currently, yeah, both the Racing Bulls drivers are in the elimination zone. And Lindblad he just finished his lap, or is he starting? Yes, yeah, both the Lawson and Lindblad and Gasly and Colapinto, they did not set up their time. They did not started their laps at all. So yeah, currently Gasly he is starting, and Lawson he is starting. Yeah, he just finished his first sector 28.39, and Lindblad beats the time of his own teammate. Yes, he did by 200ths of a second. 200ths of a second. Lindblad quicker than Lawson in the first sector, but the decider here is the second sector, guys. So the second sector times are the crucial here in the Silverstone track. And yeah, so let's see the second sector times of Lindblad and Lawson here. So Lawson just finished with 36, and yeah, Gasly he is quicker, and he is quicker than both Lawson and Lindblad, and yeah, 36.089 by Lawson. And will Lindblad be quicker here? And Lindblad is not quick. He is 1/10 of a second behind Lawson, and Lawson he moved to 4th position, guys. What a pace! He found the pace in the final sector, and Lindblad moved to 8th position. Lindblad moved to 8th position, and yeah, Max Verstappen he just did one flying lap, and Gasly he moved to 11th position. Gasly couldn't find the final sector speeds here, and currently the bottom six drivers Gasly, Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, Colpinto, Sainz, and Albon, guys. So are the six bottom drivers are in the elimination zone: Gasly, Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Sainz, and 45 seconds remaining. The drivers who start the lap before this end of this session time will get the lap times recorded. So yeah, Leclerc he is looking strong. Charles Leclerc drop zone, Gasly, Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Sainz, and Albon, guys. So are the six drivers. And yeah, Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, Lawson, Piastri, Verstappen, Hazard, Lindland, Norris, and Russell are the 10 drivers. Will be moving on to the final qualifying session. And yeah, Leclerc in the final sector. And Charles Leclerc, no, he couldn't find the pace there. And yeah, Max Verstappen is in pit, Hamilton is in pit. And I see the plan from this Red Bull and Verstappen here. Their plan will the plan work in the sprint qualifying session 3? Yeah, we'll see how that goes here. And if that worked for the Red Bull, they brought an upgrades to the weekend earlier weekend Austrian Grand Prix. They brought the upgrades and they Verstappen finished in the second position and his best position in the 2026 season. And Max Verstappen and yeah, so yeah, here the bottom six drivers eliminated here are Gasly, Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Sainz, and Albon are the six drivers eliminated from the sprint qualifying session 2, and the 10 drivers that are moving ahead into the sprint qualifying session 3 are Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, Lawson, Piastri, Verstappen, Russell, Hadjar, Lindblad, and Lando Norris, and are the 10 drivers going on to the sprint qualifying session 3. And Lawson, Hadjar, he was quicker. He finished third in the sprint qualifying session 1, whereas Lawson, he finished fourth in the sprint qualifying session 2. And the sprint qualifying session 3 is the decider, guys. It will be the decider here in the British Grand Prix here in Silverstone. Yeah, so we'll have to see how this pans out for these drivers. And yeah, all the drivers are in pit, moving on to the pit slowly. And yeah, we have few minutes ahead of the sprint qualifying session 3. And it looks like here. Yeah, do let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in your predictions in the chat. Who do you think will start on pole tomorrow, and who do you think will be joining side by side with the pole position tomorrow for the sprint race? And yeah, my predictions would be I will give four drivers now. So from the assessing the free practice session and the sprint qualifying session 1 and 2, and I would say I'll give the four driver names: Hamilton, Antonelli, and Verstappen and Charles Leclerc are the four drivers. In that four drivers, there will be a pole position and the second position and the third position, guys. So that's my prediction over here. My prediction: Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, and Verstappen. And I'm 100% sure if someone surprises me, yeah, I won't be surprised. But yeah, these are my four predictions. Four drivers will be be ahead of the other six drivers here. That's my prediction. But yeah, George Russell, we cannot count him down. And Verstappen, he might be end up on pole or on the second or third position here. So yeah, do let me know in the chat. Yeah, your predictions. Who do you think will start on the pole here? And yeah, my prediction is Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, and Verstappen are the four drivers will be ahead of the other six drivers. And Piastri, he is looking strong as well, guys. Piastri, he is looking strong throughout the weekend in the practice session and the sprint qualifying session 1 and 2. Yeah, I won't be surprised if he be on the top three as well. So I won't be surprised if PS3 comes top three, but yeah, what I am rooting for here is the four drivers: Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, and Verstappen. Are the four drivers I hope to be on the top three. And PS3 he is looking strong, and George Russell in that Mercedes he is not looking strong in the whole weekend so far. But yeah, George Russell could be a threat here, and he could be on the top three as well. And Hajar, he is on the Red Bull. He can be quick as well. He could be in the top three as well. Yeah, there are many threats, guys. So do let me know. Yeah, 8 minutes of the sprint qualifying session three, guys. 8 minutes. This session lasts for 8 minutes, and all the drivers and the pit crew are ready, making the cars ready. Yeah, teams are hustling to get the cars ready here, guys. So yeah, it's straight to 50 and looks out for their rear bridge. What is Max Verstappen saying here? Yeah, who comes over during sprint qualifying, man? Come on. British Grand Prix sprint qualifying, not enough pace for SQ3 today. We'll be loading up tons of data for qualifying tomorrow, though. Yeah, Botoleto, Hulkenberg, P12 and P13 in the Audi. And the sprint qualifying session 3 has started, guys. Sprint qualifying session 3 has started, and yeah, 1 minute has been completed here, and we are on. And all the cars hasn't come out on track yet. Yeah, but the time is running, and yeah, there could be a bit delay, and the engineers might be making the cars ready. Yeah, McLaren with the new livery, guys. McLaren with the new design, new color for their car in the green and white. Lando doesn't improve on his lap in the sprint qualifying session 2, but makes it through to sprint qualifying session 3 in P10. Yes, that's correct. And yeah, green line is eliminated, and still the cars aren't out. Yeah, yeah. Now the most of the drivers are on the soft tires, and we just have 5 minutes, guys. If there is a yellow card, or if there is a crash on the track, no drivers will be able to do the laps. Yeah, this is very crucial, and we just have 5 minutes remaining, and I hope there won't be any crash like the last weekend in the Austrian Grand Prix. Yeah, so yeah, it started. It's 5 minutes, guys. Yeah, no drivers are on track. Yeah, all the drivers will be looking to do their fastest lap. Maybe in the final minutes, yeah, I'm not sure. Will they be able to do two laps? I'm not sure, guys. So, yeah, it will be very interesting. Will they get to do only one lap? Are they relying only on the one lap? And pushing more could be a dangerous thing here, as they could end up in the walls, or there could be a crash, and that all the drivers are on the soft tires and they haven't drove these cars in the hard tires so far. But yeah, we'll see how this goes, guys. So Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, Lawson, Piastri, Verstappen, Russell, Hadjar, Lindblad, and Norris. And And yeah, we just have 4 minutes remaining, guys. 4 minutes remaining. What's going on? No drivers are on track. Are there any delay? Is that the 4 minutes for the sprint qualifying session three remaining, or the 4 minutes to start the sprint qualifying session three? I don't understand here. What are they trying to do? When does the cars come out? We just have 4 minutes remaining. And yeah, looks like the Ferrari are ready. They are taking the cover on the tires. Yeah. And if the all the cars comes at the same time, if all the cars comes out onto track at the same time, yeah, there will be a issues. Yeah, I see the cars coming out, guys, and that is that the McLaren Piastri, he comes out. Yeah, we just have 3 minutes remaining in the sprint qualifying session three, and Piastri comes out, Lindblad comes out, and followed by Norris, Lawson, Antonelli, Leclerc. Yeah, so final minutes, guys. Final minutes of this sprint qualifying session three. Yeah, final minutes, guys. Final minutes of the sprint qualifying session three, and the cars are on track. Oh, I see. Yes, guys. So we just have 2 minutes remaining in the sprint qualifying session three, and yeah, Piastri is the first driver to start his lap, and everyone or every other driver. Yeah, 90 seconds remaining of the sprint qualifying session three, the decider for the sprint race tomorrow here in Britain Grand Prix. And yeah, Piastri, he started his lap. He looks quick. He looks purple in the first sector, guys. So Piastri, he is looking strong in the first sector. Yeah, let's see how that goes for him. And yeah, Lando Norris and Lindblad started their laps as well. And yeah, Lawson, he just begin. And Piastri, he is looking strong. His first sector times are 28.186. That's looking quick. And Max Verstappen, he is about to start his lap. And Piastri and Lawson, he is 1/10 of a second slower than Piastri, and Lindblad as well 2/10 of seconds slower, and whereas Lando Norris he's just 1 or 2 almost a 2/10 of a second slower than the Piastri. Lando Norris he is, yeah. So now comes Max Verstappen. Let's see the Verstappen times over here. It all looks green so far, and 28 186 by Piastri. Let's see Verstappen where he goes. And yeah, 28 184 quicker than Piastri. Verstappen. So Piastri is on top, guys. Hamilton first sector, he is quicker. Yes, Hamilton is quicker than the, and Lindblad he finishes his lap, comes on to the second, and Verstappen and Lando Norris he goes top. He goes ahead of his teammate Piastri. He is faster in the final sector, and Lawson he is on to the third, and Lindblad fourth, and Max Verstappen where is he? And Antonelli he is quicker in the faster in the middle sector, and he goes on the top, and Verstappen he is no, he is not looking good. Charles Leclerc he improves, and he improves to second, and where is Max Verstappen? What's going on? And Hamilton he goes on to the pole, guys. He goes on to the pole. Hamilton goes ahead, and Max Verstappen comes, he moves to third. He goes to the third, guys. Max Verstappen, he is still in contention. Yes, what I said. Hamilton, Antonelli, Verstappen, and Leclerc are the four drivers, as I predicted. Are the four drivers are on top, guys. And Russell, he is on fifth. And Lando Norris, Piastri, Hadjar, and Lawson and Lindblad are the 10 drivers, guys. This is the what I expected, and are the same way how this was. And what a result here. And Hamilton he moves to the pole in the sprint qualifying, and for the sprint race tomorrow, guys. So, and Ferrari they did it, they were able to achieve it, guys. So Antonelli he is just 1/100th of a second slower than Hamilton. And yeah, Hamilton he absolutely loves that, guys. Great job. And please follow the, and let's see if only, let's filter these messages for the Hamilton, Verstappen, Max Verstappen, and Kimi Antonelli and Lewis Hamilton are the three drivers, guys. So yeah, the filter apply here. No. Yeah, let me apply the filter, guys. Just give me a minute. So let's see what these drivers are talking, and how. Yeah, let's see the Antonelli first. So no, what is going on with the radio messages? I couldn't. Oh, I'm clicking on this one. Yeah, right. I'm clicking on the apply filter. Yeah, P3, P3. So what position was I at the end? I still can't see. P3, P3. Stop at the board. Yeah. So that's what the, you are into the middle. So yeah, this is what the update, guys. So yeah, P3 for the Max Verstappen, and let's see the Hamilton, and what Hamilton pit lane was saying, and and yeah, and stay in P1 Weybridge, Lindblad 3, I lost power Weybridge, and stay in P1. I got the power, guys. We are good. Let's focus on the outrun. More slow at this point. Where am I will let you know. There you are, P1 by the Hamilton, and Antonelli P2, and Verstappen P3, and 4 Russell, stage 6. Yeah, stage 7, close the 10 milliseconds. Great job, good job. And please follow the delta under there. Pit lane, stop in front if you want. Yeah, and yeah, Antonelli. Let's see the Antonelli, what he was. Kimi Antonelli is so close. Yeah, copy me. Okay, Kimi, that's P2 mate. Just 11 seconds to pole. So close. 11 milliseconds to pole, guys. 11 milliseconds to pole. So close, but really good effort there, mate. It's okay. We will try again tomorrow. Yeah, copy mate. Yeah, it's the smallest of the small gaps. Yeah. Let's see if we can do something from there tomorrow. Yeah. So close. And exactly right. Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, share the sentiment. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So yeah, so that's about it. And yeah, these are the 10 drivers: Hamilton, Antonelli, Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Norris, Piastri, Hadjar, Lawson, and Lindblad are the 10 drivers that will be starting positions in the sprint race tomorrow. What a comeback by the Hamilton. He is on top, and Antonelli as he is doing the same so far. And yeah, we'll see the interview here, what the drivers are talking. Lewis Hamilton, he is the sprint pole setter and he is happy, guys. He is looking really happy here. Wow, that's what he says. And yeah, he likes it. And his home race, guys. This is his solo home race. Lewis Hamilton's home race. He loves it here. Yeah, yeah. He says he has a big dream here. He likes every corner here. It's his home race. He ended up in the pole, and the whole will be happy for him. And oh, let's move down. Yeah, he is really grateful to the pole. Oh, Verstappen is 3/10 of a second. No, no. Yeah, he is 3/10 of a second, guys. 3/10 of a second. And but the couple of but 10 millisecond per bit difference between Antonelli and Hamilton. How did they guys do that? And yeah, Verstappen and Leclerc, they are very quick. The gap between them is very less. And Russell, he is he is close to Verstappen as well. And yeah, remaining all the drivers are very close, but Verstappen somehow he was able to find the pace. Yeah, Verstappen somehow got that pace, but these guys, Hamilton and Antonelli, they both were very quick guys. So only the two drivers having huge difference to the top. And yeah, just 10 milliseconds. Antonelli is behind Hamilton, just 10 milliseconds, guys. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton, he is the pole. He will start on the pole tomorrow here in this British Grand Prix. So what a race for him. Yeah, he gets the Pirelli helmet, small helmet. And yeah, Lewis Hamilton, he goes up to wave for his fans here in his home race. And what a weekend for him, guys. What a weekend. Absolute crazy here. Hamilton, he will be starting on the first position here. Thanks for the like, whoever just liked here. Yeah, yeah, ping me, guys. Whoever liked that second like, if you know me, or just to me, yeah, do let me know so that who just did the like, so that I will know. done. He is starting on the pole. Yeah, thank you all for joining the live, and thank you so much. Please support me. Please do follow, like, comment. So we'll be getting more engagement.